things are not going too well. I'm very tired now. I feel the pulse of my heart in my head.
Hi everyone, I'm Tima and I live here in Seoul, South Korea. After quitting my job a month ago, I embarked on a solo road trip around the country. Join me on my adventures as I explore some of Korea's most beautiful and lesser known locations, filming my experiences, trying new food, and doing a fair amount of hiking.
Good morning guys, it's 5:43 here in Daegu. I decided to stay the night here in the city because I got really tired and decided not to go for a sunrise hike but spend most of the day hiking actually, just so that I don't get too tired and don't waste the day tomorrow after coming back from the hike. So yeah, we are leaving the city now to go hike Jirisan. Driving on some really beautiful roads, the views are really good in a lot of places over here. It's still early morning, some places seem to be foggy. I hope it's fog, so yeah, my only hope is that we get a clear air today. Alright guys, I don't know if it's interesting or not, but this is what I'll be taking with me for the hike. It's gonna be about a day hike. So from what I read, it usually takes anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5 hours to get to the top. So this is what I'm packing: water 1 liter, another 1 liter. I'm gonna take 1 Powerade. I'm gonna take 3 energy bars. I'm gonna take 2 samgak kimbabs. I'm gonna take 1 sandwich. I mean, there are, inside is 2 sandwiches actually. So yeah, that's what I will be taking. Good luck to us. Let's get to hiking.
So this is about the altitude we are starting the hike with, so we are not at the bottom already. So this is the entrance over here, and what's really cool is that you can still use bathroom, and then there are like convenience stores and a few restaurants right by, so if you ever need to buy something like last minute or eat, this is available here. Right, so this is the map of the national park. We are currently over here, so I guess the pass for today would be to climb over here to the peak. It's going to be 1915 meters and go to the left and then come back a different way. So the darker the lines are, the more difficult and steep the hike is. So let's see, we will have to hike about 5.4 kilometers until the end. So it does say it's going to take 2 to almost like 4 hours, a little bit over 4 hours. Is about 1 kilometer of incline. Right, so we are finally entering the national park, and this is the sign over here right at the entrance. Alright, so usually hiking in Korea is quite easy to navigate because there are a lot of signs on the way, but I have Nair map just in case, because this junction over here is very important. I have to turn right over here in order to make a circle at the end of this hike, so I should not miss this one turn. That's why I'm gonna have my maps with me. I mean, if it does take 4.5 hours, so roughly as the map said, it would be actually perfect. It's gonna be shorter than my hike to Soraksan, but let's see. From what I read on the blogs, 5.5 hours if you are fit and you are like physically active, 6.5 for average people. So my goal, 5.5 to 6 one way, and then obviously a little bit faster on the way back, but it's going to be a longer hike on the way back, so I'm not sure. Let's see. Like a final check-in, it's been 20 minutes since we've been walking from the place I parked the car at, so this will count towards the hike, but this is not where the hike actually starts. As we saw many times on this Korea trip, a sign about wild boars. This is something to watch out for. And this is us once again, the national park map. We are currently over here, going up to the peak right here and coming back this way. Of course there are like many routes to take, there are many peaks over here, but really my goal is to make it to the top and come back not using the same way. That would be it. I'll be very happy. Hiking is when I get the most time to think about stuff, just because I mean you can listen to music or podcast or whatever, because in Korea I can have access to internet, yeah, even in the mountains, so it's no problem. But usually that's when I have the most time to myself, because my body is kind of busy with hiking, but at the same time it's very repetitive and it's like on auto mode in a way, so my brain keeps thinking about stuff. So I don't know, this is a great chance for me to think about my future, think about this life, think about this channel, what I want to do next, because I've invested over 3 years of my time into making videos about cars, but on the side I've always been passionate about traveling, and this is me traveling and showing you guys what I'm doing, just in case if this channel ever takes off. That would be perfect. Actually, it would be really dream come true. But if not, that's when I have to have a plan B, because I still have visa here in Korea that I'm gonna need to extend, and then there is like the money aspect of it, of course, and this is gonna snowball into a lot more, yeah, but mainly it's about like if something that I do works out, it's gonna be a boost for self-confidence, it's gonna be a boost for the future, of course, and it's gonna allow me to do more things that I am really passionate about, which is traveling and making videos. So the trail splits into two. This is number one, number two. So if I understand correctly, this is where we go now to make a circle, and we're gonna come back from this side. This is probably the most important intersection, but very easy to navigate, because here we already walked about 1 kilometer. The peak is 4 kilometers from here, and this was the easiest path. So the trails from here are over 2 kilometers, two of them, purple, black. So this is what I'm not looking forward to, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so it's time for this bad boy to put on, because all the sweat is going on my face, which is not good. Alright, we are ready for more difficult parts. Let's go. I'm out of breath. Things are not going too well. I'm very tired now. Also, whenever you hike, don't be shy and say hi to fellow hikers. They'll be very happy. Alright, so this is where we currently are. We started a little bit over here, bottom, and are ending here. So it looks like it's almost halfway, but this part, once it got steeper, it takes so much longer. So we have all this to do. Okay, 갑시다. Honestly, it's time like this when it's difficult that I start thinking, why am I doing this? What do I get from this? And I'm starting to look for motivation to continue to go up. So yeah, that's where we are right now. These are my inner thoughts at the moment. Right guys, the views are pretty good, but just a little bit upset since I think we are late for all the yellow and red leaves. There are only few of them on the way. Most of them are like down where we started the trail, but here the higher we go, the less leaves there are. I guess because it's colder here. Yeah, it would have been much more beautiful with the yellow leaves on. But it's okay, it's okay. In China. Dun 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 dun. Alright guys, update. We did finish this before and we did finish this path. We have the most difficult 2 kilometers left over here. Let's see what this is about. Alright, we actually started to see that we got to the level, like the altitude of clouds over here, and it's ridges over there as well, so the views are not going to be as good, unfortunately, but it's going to be this very moody gray kind of mysterious look, which is also good. I like it as well. You have no idea how happy I am to see this sign. Let me show you. It's only 0.8 kilometers. We're getting close. It's getting so pretty here now that we are at the very top. We just, I don't know how many meters we have left. We got out of the trees, so we got to see more and more views. I'm happy about that. I'm very tired. I can't wait to reach the peak. Alright guys, from here we just have stairs going up there, so it might be not easy, but we are very close. Alright guys, the peak is so close. But it's extremely difficult to take those last steps on the stairs. I never thought stairs would be this difficult. Mainly it's because of all the other hiking, but there are so many stairs and so high. I feel like my heart is pumping in here. I feel the pulse of my heart in my head. Not easy. I mean, I didn't expect it to be easy, but no surprise there. But the views though. We can do it, we can do it. So close. There is a smile on my face. It took us 3 hours 40 minutes and we walked over 7 kilometers to get here, so now we made it. We made it to the top. Actually a little bit faster than what I thought it would take, but good. All this effort, all these struggles, I am so out of power right now. That's why there is not that much excitement on my face, mainly because of all the energy that I spent hiking up here, but we made it to the top. I mean, I never doubted that we would make it to the top. It was just a matter of how difficult it would be and how long it would take actually. Well, I don't think I've had a hike where I would not have my tuna kimbap and paradiso. This is actually very worth lunch. Alright guys, check this out. There is a big cloud coming from this side and it's gonna slowly eat up all the mountain. It's pretty clear on this side, but the cloud is coming from here. So on the way back we're gonna experience some pretty heavy clouds. They will come in over here as well. Alright guys, it's the first time that I see a shelter and a cookhouse. So I thought I would check it out and see what the cookhouse is like. Okay, I understand now. So this is really a place where you just are allowed to cook anything with like gas or anything that boils, so because you're not allowed to like really cook food outside in the nature over here. If you have anything that needs to be heated up with gas or like one of those instant, I don't know, like meals that I saw over here when people just open and it starts heating and boiling, I don't know how it works, chemicals. Yeah, this is a good place to make this. And we also see a shelter here. I have yet to stay in one of those, I don't know. None of the hikes that I've done required more than 1 day, including this one. So 1 day maybe, 1 day. Up, 여기?
로타리
오케이.
대피소에서 천안봉 찍고
아하.
우리가 다시 장터목 대피소까지 와서 세석 대피소
오케이.
쉘터까지 와서 한신폭포 쪽으로 이렇게.
오케이.
근데 이게 거리가 좀 꽤 되거든요.
8km 더 있어.
네.
오케이. 지금 반, half.
그래서 조금 서둘러야 될 수도
오케이.
있어요. 왜냐면 해가 질 수도 있어서.
오케이. Alright, so right behind those mountains, right in the back, is Namyeosu in the very south of Korea. Actually pretty close. Alright, we've been walking for about an hour and a half, and as you could see, this was the peak where we came from. And now we are going down, and then it's mostly down, but a little bit of up, but it's views and views and views. It's really nice. Alright, so as I was told, this is the most famous road here in this mountain, and it looks pretty beautiful even now. It's like brownish tones, even though most of the trees are already gray, and then you can see mainly rocks. This is still beautiful. I really like the weather today. It's been changing a lot, so first was good, then really gray, no sun. Once you went up, there is sun again, so it's pretty good, pretty colorful for this time of the year. Alright, update, we're still hiking all these views. I don't know where I'm taking the energy from, but I still have some. Not so many people, really, just one person behind me, but still really good views all around.
Is this trip or
아니요,
are you
저는
walking? 아,
서울에서
이래요.
살고 있어요.
Enjoy.
thank you, 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Thank you, 감사합니다. Alright, that is the peak we were at today. This is where all the leaves are, all the colors are over here, guys. Like, these are the less explored paths. I mean, we do have very few people coming by, which is really interesting. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying seeing this side of Korea. Alright, now that it's the end, it's finally time to stop counting. 9 hours 21 minutes of hiking, 21 kilometer walked. Real end. Bye. Bye bye. Alright guys, to say that I'm happy, and that is to say nothing. I made it, I think, like barely. Like in the beginning it was very difficult. I was struggling up until I got to the peak. After that it was fine for some time, so because we were mainly walking down, but after a while, because it lasted for so long, I started to feel very tired, and I don't know, just my legs would do it themselves actually, but I have no energy. That's why right now I'm struggling to show my excitement or happiness, because there are barely any emotions left. But I feel so happy to reach the summit, to experience these views. So I think for next time I should buy sticks and hiking shoes. I think that would make things a little bit easier on my legs. It's not healthy to do these long hikes like this without equipment. I'm gonna struggle later when I get old, but other than that, loved the experience, loved the achievement. I did it as a challenge, and the challenge is now complete. We made it.
For dinner, I tried the famous Jirisan black pork, and it was absolutely delicious, especially after a long day of hiking. It was actually the perfect wrap-up of the road trip. Thank you for watching until the very end. I really hope you enjoyed seeing new places and discovered a bit of a very different and less known South Korea through my videos. Stay tuned for future adventures, and see you soon.